Try to shoulder inside leg, inside leg, inside leg. No, you don't listen to me. And outside leg. Inside leg first, inside leg. This was not a good reaction on an inside leg. Try again. Inside leg. Now. 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 Yes. And outside leg. Now. Now. Inside rain. He didn't get the clue. Inside rain. Inside rain. Outside rain. Outside rain. Little more shoulder in, shoulder in. Outside rain, and outside leg. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Stop and carries. Therefore, it's important that you can try to find a way to explain yourself. So, one way of explaining it is taking the hind quarter out, inside leg, and taking it in again, outside leg. Didn't work. Then you said, making the circle bigger from an inside leg, making the biggest from an inside rein, making the circle smaller from an outside rein, and also doing it from an outside leg. That was another way. So if it didn't work in the first way, you have to find another way to explain it to this horse. It might not be the same way of both sides. It might not be the same way with every horse. So when C react correct on what we call an outside leg, don't hesitate to carry the horse. Because how can C know that that was the right thing to do? You are just waving a stick in the air. How can the horse have a clue what that means? It only get the clue off what you explained to her. So you are a little too slow to tell her when she's good. You are, at the moment that she do not get the awareness of this is the right thing, then you can do it for many years without getting out of the place. You have to explain to her this is okay, things we don't want. You have also to tell her, but in most cases, as she's standing here, she doesn't do anything which is wrong. And therefore, the things are not telling the horse which things are wrong. That's not very difficult. It's much more difficult to explain to her what is right. And if people just tell their horse what they shall not, they will still have no abilities. It's very typical of Facebook. People know everything they don't like, but they don't have a clue what they do like. And therefore, you never get a happy person when you don't know what you do like. If your whole identity is no, your identity must be what you can. And therefore, tell her, shoulder out, inside the brain, for example. Shoulder out. This didn't get a result. Didn't get a result. Shoulder out. Inside leg. And quarter out. Shoulder in. Now the wall is coming. The wall. Outside rein. Don't pull her head. Outside rein. Outside rein. Inside rein. Shoulder out. No, then she doesn't go shoulder out. Then she continues after you. So when you use the inside rein, she must move her shoulder out. When you use the outside rein, she must move the shoulder in. So start with the shoulders, they're easier for you to reach. Shoulder out, inside rein. Now she falls asleep and wants to roll. Little bending and steadying. And shoulder in. Shoulder in, outside rein. Outside rein. And shoulder out. Shoulder out, inside rein. Inside rein. Inside rein. Inside rein. My God, she's patient. Yeah, outside rein. Yeah, inside rein. Yeah, good. Outside rein. Yeah, and stop and carries her. Yeah, so take care not to carry her for closing herself into a shell. Take care not to carry her for being introvert. because you must carry her for being listening to you and being reacting. While the horse we had before, that's the opposite way around. The horse before, we have to carry when it's relaxing, and it has to be more relaxing while listening. This horse is a little too much relaxing. And that is the difficulty, that we are not only working with the body, we are working with the spirit in that body, and that is very different from the two horses we just saw. Yeah, good. And shoulder in, outside rein. Yes, and shoulder out, inside rein. Yeah, good. So not perfect, but it was a reaction. Stop here. Yeah. Now, the important thing is that you know what you want, and in this moment you didn't know because it was me who wanted it. And then you must explain it to a horse. You see, most problems in the world are lack of communication. That doesn't mean that people do not communicate. The world is full of communication, but it doesn't help because there's no one listening to it. People are communicating like crazy, and it's absolutely useless because nobody ever listens to what is said. Therefore, communicating means you must know what you want, and you must be able to communicate it and tell it to a horse. And the horse must say, I understand what you tell me. And therefore, start with easy things, like, for example, moving the shoulders. And when the horse is good in understanding that you can move the shoulder to in and out, and the head a little higher, a little lower, a little more bending, a little less, then we go to the hindquarter again. So train your communication and her listening in things that you can easily do. Then when you are good at these things, then you do more complicated things. Start always with pedagogical subjects that you can visualize yourself. Like giving hoofs, being led in a halter. Every thing is a pedagogical ability, but I cannot teach something that I cannot visualize. I cannot teach you Russian because I don't speak any Russian. Therefore, I must be able to understand it myself, and then I must find ways to explain it, in this case to a horse. So what you got was, you could take the head deeper, you could take the head higher, you could have more standing and bending. Then we played with the shoulder. The inside leg works okay. The outside leg is a little difficult, because your ability of visualizing what the whole body of the horse shall do is not perfect there. So when you see the hind foot, in that moment you might forget the shoulder or the head, or when you work the outside hind foot, the inside hind foot. So therefore it's you visualizing what a whole horse shall do. The problem is we have to start with details. What shall the head do? The head shall do nothing which is not made out of the hindquarter. But that is too far in the beginning to understand. In the beginning it is just okay, I can ask the horse to take the head higher, lower, more or less bending. But it's actually just a detail, and as we cannot take a horse and chop it up into pieces like a salami, we can actually, in reality, not work details. We do as if in the beginning to give you a training in seeing the head. At the end, you will in every detail be able to understand the whole thing. Because every detail is representative for the rest of the body. You cannot take a part of the body separate from the rest. Therefore, what you do with a hind foot must bring the right result in the head. And therefore, I would like to go a step back and see, what shall the head do? What shall the shoulder do? What shall the inside hind foot do? And then again add the outside hind foot. We need aids, like an outside leg that you have to teach her. But when you can very clear in your visualizing say, this is the goal, then you might be able to use two different methods, one for the left and one for the right. And at the end get the same product, that you can do it the way you like to do it. But the way to teach the outside leg might not be the way you thought, and then we have to train another way, because this horse must understand it. So you might go next to an educated horse and lift the whip, and suddenly the hindquarter comes in, and then you go back to your owner and say, why doesn't it work? No, because somebody else trained that horse, that they know it. In this case, it's not interesting that other people can do it. Like I went on the outside and showed that my hand is an outside leg. The important is not how fast it goes, the important is that you can teach it to her. Therefore, it's even more interesting how your journey is, that you get the ability of taking this horse or any other horse and find it mentally, and then start in your mind to find a way to educate that horse. So therefore, I don't give you a finished way of making quarter into that horse. I give you an idea of how we can get there. But be sure that the things you're good at, the head and the shoulders, that they work still, that you don't forget them. So every time you get a new thing, don't lose the things you already have. Yeah? Good. You're welcome. That's the problem about progress. If you lose what you already had, it's not sure that it was progress.